Okay, we back. We're gonna be doing some mining today, and I'm also just finishing up a little bridge that I was doing off stream when I got off work. So I shall continue doing what I am doing. I'm trying to figure out what or how I want to do this, but thinking do something kind of like this. Oh. So you know what? I think to here, we're gonna just leave. Same thing there, and we'll just go along this way. And then what we'll probably do is go this way. Some good old terraforming. Do need to cover this in. Probably go make an axe, would make this a lot easier. I just placed more than one for a second there. Okay, we are gonna need sticks. I'd say like 3 iron, so we'll just take one of these and we'll put it back after. Yeah, okay. Move the map, because we don't need the map right now, do we? I just wanted to make a path going to, like, the spider spawner, basically. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not, you know. Because once we get elytra and stuff, like, obviously any of this is not even going to be an issue anymore. thought I just heard phantoms for a second. I was like, what? Okay. Let's get rid of this tree. We don't have to deal with that. Might need to go make another shovel yet. Although we could probably just make one more route, honestly. On the bright side, we're getting a lot of wood from this because I've had to cut down a lot of trees that were, like, in the way. Where is the path that I was doing? Oh, it's right here, okay. We need to make the two of these paths meet, basically. Which is not going to be easy. Especially when there's big-ass trees like this one. I like these trees, but, like, they are a pain in the butt when you're trying to, like, terraform. I think that was it. Get rid of that. Why are you still here, sir? You should be disappearing. Is it because there's something still in this one? Probably, yeah. There's always something. I think that's it, though. Okay. What's up here? Where's that path that I was finishing? It's right here. Okay. So I'll just finish it, I guess, so we can get easier to connect them. If I can see where it is here somewhere. Sweet. Okay. Indeed. It'd be nice if a lot of this stuff would just, like, go away. We need to have 16 for the bridge, so we're probably gonna have to make more, honestly. I don't think that this is gonna be quite enough. More apples, oh, that's cool. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Seems excessive, but it looks nice. Let's do some steps going up here. Could you like not? Bruh. I hate killing zombie villagers, but like, they're not really much good to me right now. Yes, that's totally what I wanted to do. There we go. Now, I don't quite have enough torches to light up over here, but all that being said, it's pretty good. Love to go and get some more lanterns, I guess. Maybe 15 more. Hello, puppy. Oh, I need more steps too. I didn't put any here. Hello. I hate using all my iron for lanterns, but lanterns just look nicer, like, they just really do. Okay, we need to make some torches. Which means I need more sticks. Sticks. Where are the two? It's not gonna be enough. I'll make 20. I feel like 20 is definitely enough. If we don't use them, we can always use them for something else. It's not a big deal. I should have brought more steps too, though. I'm so dumb. Need more cobblestone. It's funny because I can literally just trident over there way faster, but you know, I like making, like when I'm doing worlds, I like making them lived in. You know, I don't like just having it like as convenient for me, because not only that, but like if someone else decided to join the world and they don't have all those materials right off the beginning, then at least they have like an easy way to get to a place where they want to be. Like we could put up a sign too, probably. I don't know how many crafting tables I've made this stream. $32 is more than enough. Yeah, okay. Hello? Hello? Ooh, you're selling sea pickles. That's... I'll buy those. Thank you. Not very often I buy anything from him, really. In all honesty. There we go. Oh. Don't break the wrong one. There we go. Perfect. Do I have zombie flesh? I do. Yeah, get rid of that. Did I really not use the shovel on that stuff? Also, I threw my shovel out. Maybe I can just go pick it up and use it for that. Whee. Yoink. Where is it? There it is. Okay. It is unbreaking, so it's good for a little bit longer. Hello. Welcome. Have a good nap. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It might be too close. Oh, it's all good. I'll remove these and put the cobblestone ones there. I'm just making a path to the spider farm. I did have a good nap earlier, yes. Very good nap. Very, very good. Okay, so yeah, we got a bridge, we got a little path going from the house all the way up to the thing. It's unnecessary because, like, I don't really need it to a certain degree, but it's not too bad. I think it's nice. Whee. Oh, I meant to make more signs to get them to stop climbing on things. Why do I not see signs? Am I blind? I am. I am blind. There we go. See if we can make this a little bit more efficient. That way they can't climb up that back wall. You see? Do you? Do you see? My retro computer isn't working. Okay? So that sucks. It was working and then it just stopped working. I think it's the hard drive thing on it. Because I have like a more modern hard drive solution for it, and I feel like that is the problem. Quite possibly. Like my 90s computer. It starts up. Yeah, it's had this problem for a little while, but it hasn't been as bad as it has been lately. Lately, it's been quite bad. Tonight. So, I don't know if I'm pretty sure I told you this before, but my retro computer doesn't have, like, a hard drive, right? It has a, you buy them on Amazon, you can buy them in other stores, but they're like, it's like an SD card reader, but it connects to a hard drive connector, so you can use an SD card as a hard drive, and you can just switch out SD cards if you want to change the type of operating system the computer's running on. Which I don't. I just leave the same memory card. But I think that the memory card thing is not working, so I might have to just buy a new one. They're only like $20, so it's not a big deal, but pain in the butt is what it is. And we are going to go mining this stream too, by the way. I'm just screwing around here. I don't know why it does it. It's like it won't boot. It won't start, like, I don't know if you don't know anything about old computers, but like when you start an old computer, you know how like the PC speaker in it would go like beep, like when it starts? Well, it doesn't get to that, which is called a post. It doesn't get to a post screen, which means it's not detecting the hard drive. Like the hard drive, it knows it's there, but it's not reading any memory from it sometimes. And other times I'll turn it off and on a couple times and it'll work fine. And I've tried problem solving on different things, and it doesn't seem to make a difference. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more, I guess. Which, once again, like I said, no big deal. I can figure it out. I think it's that, though. I think that's the problem, because every other thing that I think it could be, it isn't, so pretty sure that's what it is. Well, it still works, it's just it doesn't work reliably. Like, I can turn it on and it'll work sometimes, and other times it won't. You know what I mean? It's more of like an annoyance than it is like an actual full-on problem. Okay. Like I was like, oh, I'm just gonna sit down and I'm gonna play some Sonic CD before I stream on my computer because I have it for a computer, and then I turned it on, or I mean, I already had it on. I was playing games with it, and then it just stopped, and I was like, excuse me. So I don't know what's doing it, but I'll figure it out when I got more time to do so too, because right now I don't really have much time to do it. it's really hard to screw around with that stuff when it's dark too and the nighttime. So I'll wait till like Tuesday on my day off and I'll screw around with it a bit. Just makes more sense, really, you know. Okay, put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Okay, we are gonna go mining. I'm just trying to get prepared here for it. We definitely need more of those. We do need a little bit more food, maybe a stack of blocks, just in case we get into a rough spot. I hate taking all the coal out of my ovens, but we're gonna get coal when we go mining anyways, so it's not like we're screwing ourselves with that. Okay, and I always say I never take enough, so I'm just gonna loot all of my ovens and just make as many torches as I can. There we go. And we will even. My day was really fucking rough. Like really rough. Unnecessarily rough. I guess would be the right way to describe it. I knew it was gonna be too. That's the best part about it. The best part about it is that I was aware that my day was gonna be not great. And then when I got there, it wasn't. And I was like, because you kind of have that hope in the back of your head that things aren't gonna be as bad as you think they're gonna be. But no, it was. So yesterday, like 3 people called in sick, so there was nobody to do the station that I work. And I came in, and my manager slash friend came up to me and goes, I'm sorry in advance. And I was like, well, I'm kind of used to it to a certain degree, because he said sorry in advance because there was no one on yesterday because everyone called in sick. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I've been fucked over multiple times, whatever, it's not a big deal, I can deal with it. And then, should probably take more food. And then I went out to look at what was done, and, like, I literally had, like, nothing. Like, there was nothing done. Not a single thing. Like, I didn't even have the necessary prep at all to be able to serve customers. Like, it was that bad. Like, I wish I should send you a picture of my prep list sometime so you know how much I actually have to do. But, like, list off pizza toppings. Any pizza topping you can think of. A lot, right? Red peppers, green peppers, red onions, different types of hot peppers, pineapple, ham, bacon, pepperoni, sausage, goat cheese, arugula, etc. Whatever. A bunch of shit, right? None of it done. Nothing. I came in, every single container, empty. And then, also for salads, because I do salads too, mushrooms too, right? And roasted mushrooms, 2 different kinds. Salads, romaine lettuce, iceberg lettuce. We had iceberg, because that comes in bags. Romaine lettuce, usually it comes in bags, but we haven't been able to get it lately, so lately I've had to chop up lettuce by hand, which is a pain in the ass if you've ever done it. So as soon as I got in, I had no lettuce. So the first thing I did was cut that. I had to do 7 boxes of lettuce. A box of lettuce is like this big. A lot of lettuce to cut. I did 7 boxes. And then by the time I finished it, we were open. And I come in at 10:30, we open at 12. So that's like, you know, like an hour and a half of time it took me to cut all that lettuce. And then fucking once the store opens, they're like, oh, well, there's somebody out there, they want a pizza now. And I was like, I can't make it because I don't have any of the stuff to make it. And they kind of just looked at me like pissed, and the server goes back out and tells the manager that I said I couldn't make it. And they were like, I go out, and then the manager's out there making said pizza or whatever it was. I think it was a calzone. And I basically flip out at the general manager because I was like, this is bullshit. Like, there is no reason why I should have to come into this. Every time I have a day off, I come back my day off after, and there's nothing. This time was way worse than usual, but, like, it happens so fucking often. And they're like, oh, well, we were short-staffed because people called in sick. I'm like, well, hire more people. Hire people. Hire people to have, so that if someone calls in sick, you have somebody to call in. And they're like, oh, well, we got no one to work weekends. I'm like, well, why are you hiring people that say they can't work weekends? If you go to an interview and you're looking for people to work weekends and they go, I can't work weekends, don't hire them. Like, I know it sounds mean, but if your availability doesn't line up with said job that you're applying for, that sucks. Right? That's why outright at a job, I say what my availability is, knowingly that I might not get the job because I need Saturdays off. But, you know what I mean? But, like, everybody can't work weekends. Every single person. It's stupid. They don't even have a good reason for it. They just say, I can't work weekends. Like, at least with me, I don't ask for the full weekend. I ask for Saturday, and I say it's because I have band. It's my other job. And it's my number one priority in my life. Right? I don't know. It just pisses me off that people keep doing this stuff. It's like, over and over again. It's so annoying. I was so mad earlier, and I'm getting pissed talking about it now. But I was so friggin' mad earlier, man. I was like, I don't even know. I'm just sick of coming into that crap every fucking day that I have a day off, and then I come back the next day and it's a state, you know? And they know it's a problem, but nothing gets done about it, right? Nobody gets punished or anything. No one gets written up for not doing their job. They're always threatened that they're going to do so, but nobody actually does anything. Which means the staff just knows that they can get away with anything, so it's a joke. They can just do whatever they want and get away with it, right? And everybody knows that. Yeah. Nobody takes the manager seriously because of that, right? Because they'll be like, oh, okay, well, if you don't show up tomorrow, then you're going to get a write-up. And then they don't show up, and then they don't get a write-up. It's just a false threat. He did help me after. He came out, like, a couple hours after and helped me cut up some stuff. And I thanked him and everything. But, like, it shouldn't have to happen anyways. You know what I mean? It's just something that shouldn't happen in general. Like, it's... the fact that it happens so often is more the problem than... the fact that it happens as often as it does is more of a problem than it actually just happening one. Like, if it happened every now and then, fine. It wouldn't be so bad. But the fact that it happens literally every time I have a day off, you know what I mean? Because they have no one else to work mornings. Everyone's like, I can't work mornings, I can't work weekends. I'm like, okay. So that leaves me to work mornings, and then days that I'm not working mornings, there's no one there. Which just leaves me more work the next day that I'm on. It's fucking horseshit. It's stupid. And the whole time I'm there, I'm thinking... I literally said to the general manager, I said, I used to work for the company that owns the restaurant I work for. I used to work for a different business they own. They own like a bunch of different franchises. And I said when I quit the last one that I was never going to work for that company again. And I basically said that to him. I was just like, I promised myself I would never work for this company again for this specific reason, because it happens at every single one I've worked at. No matter if it's a different restaurant, it's the same thing. It's a management problem. A manager has to go out and do it, I guess, or one of the staff on the line, but they don't know what they're doing, so they get a half-assed product that's not as good. Right? Because there's only me and 2 other people that work the station that I work, and that's it. And the other 2 people can only work nighttime, so like after 4 o'clock, and one of them can't work weekends, so it's like, you know, I don't know, it's pain, and one of them can't work Saturdays, so it just screws up the whole thing, and it's really stupid and really annoying. like, you know me, right? Like, you know me well enough for as long as you've known me that I can take a lot of crap from a job, but it's only so much I can take. Eventually, I'm literally gonna snap there. Like, and I don't mean like snap as in I'm going to snap slightly. I'm gonna heal this guy. Would you like to be healed, sir? Because you're in really rough shape. There you go. Now you're better. Yeah, I don't know. I can only take so much, man. Like, the stuff is getting to me. Like, it's just grinding away at me over time, and it's... I don't want to work in restaurants anymore. I just don't. I can't do it. It's killing me working in restaurants. Because it's the same friggin' thing no matter where you go. Right? That's the main problem. I don't even like cooking. Like, I hate cooking. So, like, why do I work restaurants? Because there's nothing else. That's it. Right? And that's not to say that this one is the worst thing I've worked in. This is the only one that I've actually been trying to make better because I do like it. Kinda. A little bit. You know, I don't love it, but, like, it's not the worst job I've ever had, and it just sucks when you put effort into something and then nobody else wants to put that effort back, and management doesn't want to show you that they appreciate your effort, you know? Like, there's people that came there after me that have got promotions to supervisor and stuff. And I haven't seen a raise since I've started. Like, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I haven't been doing this restaurant shit. And that was the other thing that the general manager tried to say, oh, well, you know, things in restaurants are rough. If you can't handle it, blah, blah. And I knew where it was going. Because he always goes on about having worked, like, 15, 16 years in restaurant business. And I'm just like... Dude, I've been working in the business the same amount of time as you. I'm well aware of what restaurants are like, so don't give me that crap. That's half the problem. They shouldn't be like that in general. They just shouldn't be like that anyways. That's the problem. Just because it's like it in other places doesn't mean that this one has to be the same. Why can't it be better? You know? There's no reason. There's literally no reason. Ah! Jesus Christ. Child, you are not filzing me. Get out of here. Oh my god. That scared the crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie. That actually scared the crap out of me. I don't know. It's funny. It's funny how you try to make things better for everybody. Nobody seems to want to put the same amount of effort that you do in, and I just feel like it's just like, why do I even bother? Why? I'm glad your day was good, because you've been having a rough go. I feel like with us, it's like weird. It's like usually I have a bad day, and then you have a good day, and then when you have bad days, I have good days. I'm glad you had a good day. Sorry, I didn't mean to, like, go off. Just gets on my nerves doing this shit over and over again, day after day, getting nowhere. You know how it is. Okay, I do want crystals, but I am going to use my silk touch because I wanted to get some of these for steps. Yeah, works out, I guess, hey. You know what's funny, too, is, like, I actually like streaming and talking to, like, you and other people that come on here, and Potato, and that other person that joined the other night. I just find it's chill for me to do this stuff. So half the time I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to go and stream, or I can't wait to go and have band, one or the other. I'm usually just like, I just can't wait to fucking do it because it is stressful. Now, I seen a mine shaft over here, so we're gonna do some interesting exploring here today. Tonight. How close can we get now before we... Because I don't want to die. We're gonna use this Silk Touch one, I think, for all the ore, because otherwise it's gonna take up our entire fucking inventory. Right? Yeah, I could've... It was really nice out here today. I could've went for a walk, and I got really lazy and just wanted to nap. I just had such a fucking long day that I couldn't. And I really wanted to, too. I just felt like I would get halfway there and just... I'd be tired, so I didn't bother. Which is funny, because I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll go do it on my day off, that's all. And it was like the same thing with my last day off. Like, it was terrible on my day off. Like, the weather was horrible. As soon as I get a day off, the weather just gets shit. Climbed a big hill today, did you? That's cool. Aspen is doing good, I assume. Yeah. Is that hard to do with horses? I'll bet it's just like in Minecraft, right? You just like go up, you get to the mountain, and then you just go top speed, like fucking 70 miles an hour up a mountain. That's how horses work in real life, right? Be funny if it was. You just go at this like medium pace, and then as soon as you get to a fucking mountain, you just like go up it like super fast. Oh, get away from here, missus. No one likes you. Ding dong, the bitch is dead. Okay, go this way. Man, my inventory is already full, and it's a pain. I'm glad. Oh, I didn't even see that. It's like stuck in the wall. Once again, I was supposed to do like PvP and shit tonight, but I just didn't want to. Not only that, but we've been doing PvP a lot lately anyways, like before we started this, so I'm sure it's not a big deal to do something that isn't PvP. I've been kind of invested in this. And by how slow things are going, it don't even look like we're gonna get our world back at this rate, unfortunately. Come on, Mojang, don't let me down. Please. That's good. That is good. I'm just gonna throw that away because it's only 3. I would rather have this coal. Yeah, I have a friend that was in the army and his horse threw him for like no reason apparently, and like dragged him a really long way. He had some fucked up scars. Because he does like I don't know, you know, like military, how they do like those horse riding, like they jump over stuff. I don't even know what you call that. I don't want to say competition, but yeah, I guess the horse just wasn't down for that. I don't blame it. He probably deserved it, eh? I feel like that's kind of cruel to a certain degree. Like when they make horses do stuff like that. Like going for walks and, you know, being friends and stuff and chilling and stuff, that's different. But like, I feel like making them do those like things to show off to crowds and stuff, like that's got to be scary for them too, right? Like that's got to make them nervous. Yeah, exactly. That's why I find that stuff weird, you know? He loves riding horses, though. He really does, so I'm not gonna shit on him for it. I guess it's just a military thing to a certain degree, I guess, that they do, right? I don't know. I'm not in the military, and I never will be. Unless I get drafted. I guess I'd never voluntarily do that. That's just... I don't think I have the... what it takes for that kind of thing. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Don't push me, though. Oh, crap, it's a big cave. No, exactly. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't. They'd be like, nah, bro. You way too broken. Like, I have so much of this, like, junk on me, and I'm just kind of trying to throw it away here, and it's like... It's brutal, okay. You are a defective model. This is where our parkour skills come in handy, hey? That looks cool. This is a interesting mine shaft. There's not very much here. Not gonna lie. I feel like I'm missing something though. Like I feel like there's some kind of part to this mine shaft that I'm not seeing. I'm trying to get all the iron too because we used a lot of iron for all those lanterns that I was doing. I have a really, really, really strong urge to play Sonic Adventure. Like the first one. I think when we get the laptop and we start doing the retro stream, I think the first thing that I'm going to do is do a full playthrough of Sonic Adventure. Or at least go through some of the levels, you know? Because it's one of my all-time favorite games. You know, everybody says it's a trash game. They're all full of shit. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I go? So we just keep going over this way. I mean, I guess we should probably explore the cave too, because we need diamonds really bad. And obsidian. And this is a very deep cave. Still need to go back to Chrono Cross too. Which we will. I'm not giving up on that one. Just haven't been in the mood at the moment. It's the thing with stuff like that, especially when you're doing like the long plays of the games, like going through them and stuff. You really have to be in the mood to play. You know what I mean? Like certain types of games. And like if I'm not, it's not gonna be as interesting, you know? For anybody watching. Bruh. I don't need fucking tracks, I can make those. I've just been chilling, enjoying playing this. I mean, it's nice to explore the new world generation a little bit. So, you know. I would really like to go back to the old world. Be nice. thing with the fucking Minecraft stuff right now is, like, there hasn't even been an update. Like, they haven't even come on and said, oh, yeah, I mean, they said they were working on it, but they haven't said anything in, like, I want to say at least 3 weeks, almost a month, right? And it's like, just update people, man. Like, there's got to be a bunch of people that are moderators that can, you know, come on and say, oh, hey, we've been working on the problems that you guys are experiencing, and it's gonna take whatever. It's gonna take a month. Like, you know, it's gonna take a couple months. It's gonna take whatever, you know. But at least give an update on what's going on, because it's not like I'm the only person. There's literally, like I want to say there's, I don't know. I think it's up to like almost 100 people experiencing the issue, right? And I mean, when shit like that happens, like, that puts a sour taste in people's mouths on playing the game. Not so much me. I can deal, but, you know, it really does. Especially someone, say, like, older than me, maybe. Because, like, it's like I said before, the last time this happened, it was the same thing. There's some people on there that, like, have kids, right? And they have, like, these worlds that are, like, over a year old. Like, some of them are, like, 8 years old, that it's just been them building things with their kids in these worlds, right? So, say when this parent loses this world, you know, like, they got to deal with the kid being upset about it. And they're probably pretty upset about it, too, because, you know, that's like memories with their kids. So it's like, you know, you can create more, sure, but, like, I don't know. Just, like, work on it, you know? Give people update. If it's going to take a full year to fix, then so be it. But at least tell people that it's going to take a full year to fix. Give us some kind of update. Goddamn. I don't know. I guess you can't really blame them to a certain degree, because they're probably really busy with the new update and everything, and canceling one thing and adding something else instead, and all the changes that they've been making to everything, you know? Low. I don't know. I'm not that mad. I don't really care that much, but it is quite annoying. It would be nice to know. I mean, I can't see why they wouldn't, because they've fixed it before, you know what I mean? I don't think that's a thing. I think they can fix it. It's just, it's not really a good time. Well, think about it in context of the last time that we had this issue. It was like right... Hang on a second, let me do something here. The last time that we had this issue, it was right after they finished the full update. It was 1.18 came out, and the full update screwed it up, right? This time when it happened, it was a minor bug fix update, and, like, adding, like, you know, a playable beta to be able to play the thing before it comes out. So, I think, personally, that they're not going to fix it until full 1.19 comes out. I'd say they'll fix it then. Because they're basic, I mean, they're probably very hard at work trying to get that out, because they announced it like a year ago, and everybody is, like, begging for it now to have the warden and everything added. So I'd say once they do that, they'll probably work. Either it'll come out the same time, or it'll come out after. It still sucks, though. It still blows. Because, you know, I'd like to be able to play my fucking world, especially since it's a stream world. It's not like I'm just playing it by myself, you know? It's pretty much the lifeblood of this entire stream. Because we've been at that world for so long that it's the stream's identity at this point, so it sucks if we lost it. But I mean, like I said, I guess this is how Phil feels when he loses a full world. Only difference, once again, is that when he loses a world, the consequences are something that he was prepared for, because he's playing on hardcore. I'm just playing survival for the express purpose that I don't want to lose my world when I die, so, you know. I mean, that could be a thing too, right? Like, it could be a thing where they're afraid that this is going to happen when they do the full update again, right? And then they'll have to fix it again, you know? And I'd say a lot of the people that are complaining on there are younger people too, that have less patience with this kind of stuff, you know? Or don't know anything about game design whatsoever. Like, I'm not a game designer by any means, but, like, I know enough about game code and Java and C++, which is what this runs on, to know that that stuff's complicated and isn't always easy to fix quickly. Because that's the other thing you gotta think about too, right? There's 2 versions of the game, and, like, the problems that we're having in Bedrock aren't happening in Java, right? So, that's the other thing about it, you know? Man, they're at, like, why are diamonds so hard to find? Like, should I just be mining like I always have? I feel like I'm gonna have to go back to doing that, because everyone's always like, oh, just explore a cave and you'll find some diamonds. And, like, I barely ever find them. And when I do, it's like 1 diamond and that's it. It's like, bro, I need way more than 1. Well, I don't know. Hopefully they get it working. I mean, worst case scenario is they don't get it working. And, like, at all. And that would really be... that would suck. I'll give it... if it doesn't get fixed, say, like, 7 months' time, or I mean, 6 months' time, so, like, a half a year. Like, it's been what? It's been, like, a little over a month, right? If it doesn't get fixed in, like, 6 months, because I don't know when that update is coming out, we're just gonna have to, like, pronounce the world dead at that point. It's still on a USB, so if it ever does get fixed, or we start playing on PC, we could probably repair it. Because I'm pretty sure if it was on PC, it would still be able to run. Right? Because it's an issue with the console versions of the game, because the game is basically capped at a certain size. Like, when a world goes over a certain size, you're not really supposed to be able to play it anymore, because they don't want the game to be laggy, right? Like, they don't want you to be playing in a world. It looks bad on them if the game is laggy, I guess, is their mindset, right? So, the world sizes are capped at under a gigabyte. And because my world is over a gigabyte, it's more susceptible to kind of corruption from something like that, right? So, that's the issue. And that's why I'm saying, like, that I don't think that it's a thing where they don't know what's wrong, because it's a pretty, like, even I know a bit about the issue, you know what I mean? Not only that, but, like, they've dealt with the issue before, right? Now, don't get me wrong, it could be a completely different, unrelated issue. But from the stuff that I'm experiencing with my own personal experience with the world, I think it's the same issue. Like, I'm fairly sure, because it happened almost exactly the same way, right? Yeah, but you can't just use netherite, right? You have to upgrade diamonds to netherite. I don't know. It is frustrating, though. I understand people's frustration. You should see the bug. I should send you a link to the bug thing. Like, you can't comment on it because you have to be signed up, but you should see some people are getting really mad, man. Like, they're full on angry. Like, no remorse. Don't really blame them, I guess, to a certain degree, but I don't know. I don't think it's necessary to get rude with them about it, you know? They're busy people. It's a job. They're probably run ragged trying to get the new update out. And now that they're changing things like the Firefly thing, which is stupid, by the way. It's so fucking stupid. I don't agree with that at all. I think that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Like I said last night, I feel like Mojang does this thing with stuff like that don't make sense. Yeah. Cool. But it's like, you know, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's like they have... I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Yeah, you get emails basically whenever someone comments on it, is what it is. And people comment and they get mad, man. People are getting so angry and they're like, oh, you know, Mojang is the worst company and just like blah, 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 blah. People should be more, you know, like, you guys suck. And it's like, that's so unnecessary because they're like working as hard as they can. I understand that, you know. Like I said, they have this big update to come out, you know. 1.19 is a big update. Adding the Warden, that's a lot. That's a big part of the game that they have to add, you know. So you can't really be mad at them to a certain degree. You kind of got to give them some slack because they got a lot on their plate at the moment. And I'm sure... I do think that it is fixable. I think that it's fixable. They just haven't gotten around to it. It sucks that we have to wait as long as we've been waiting, but, you know. Yeah, exactly. That would make me not want to fix it for sure. They have 3 worlds that they were experimenting on. 3 people uploaded their world to experiment, so... I was going to, but where there's 3, that's more than enough. Not Fireflies, though, because they fucking canceled it. I think that's so stupid. Okay, so here's the issue with the Firefly thing, right? Fireflies were going to be a thing added, and it was supposed to coincide with the frogs in the swamp, right? They were both going to be in the swamp. And fireflies could be eaten by the frogs. Okay? Problem is, in real life, frogs don't eat fireflies. Fireflies are poison for frogs to eat. It would kill a frog. So, some fans brought that to their attention, and they decided, okay, well, the frogs are now going to eat baby slimes, right? So that's cool. But we're going to remove the fireflies. My issue is not with them changing the frogs to not eating the fireflies. My thing is, why not just leave the fireflies in but not have the frogs eat them? Because they were literally just like 2 pixels. Like, that's all it was, right? It just seems unnecessary to remove them completely from the game, because I think they would have added a good bit of, like, ambiance to the swamp. You know, like, imagine going to a swamp in this game and there's, like, little fireflies flying around everywhere. Like, just little pixels of, like, light. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be really cool looking. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Curse me, thank you. We're gonna do a raid. That's what we're gonna do. But yeah, I don't know. That too, I feel like that's a thing too that maybe they didn't want to do because they don't want people actually doing that in real life, because I guess that's kind of cruel to a certain degree. You know? And if that's the case, then don't do that either. But I don't think removing them from the game completely is the solution to it. I feel like a lot of people feel the same way about that. It's like I said, it's a fucking video game, right? I don't know why they've been so obsessed with realism to a certain degree, because the game isn't realistic. Like, yeah, okay, the terrain is more realistic now. Okay, whatever. You know? You still got these villagers with, like, that don't look human whatsoever. Right? Because they have, like, elephant trunk noses. You still got giant spiders chasing people around. You got creepers, you got skeletons, you got endermen, you got all these mythical beasts that have nothing to do with real life. You have magic and all kinds of other stuff. A giant dragon. You know, it's not realistic. It's fantasy. You know? If somebody is playing this game and then they go out and decide to do something that they've seen in this game, then there's something wrong with that person. Right? Like, you can't blame the game's mechanics for somebody doing something stupid in real life. I don't care. That's been proven 100 times over. And my point is, too, like I said last night, they contradict themselves all the time with that stuff, too. Because, like, they're like, oh, well, people wanted to be able to ride dolphins, right? You know how dolphins make you go faster in the water? Well, originally, I think it was talked about that you were going to be able to ride dolphins in the water and you'd be able to go really fast like that, which would be cool. But then they were afraid that people were going to go and do it in real life. And I'm like, okay, first of all, how many people have access to a dolphin to go riding them? Besides professionals that work in, like, sea parks or something. Right? Second of all... Man, that creeper just got yeeted out of existence. I am sorry. My God. He landed right there. And then the other thing about it is like I said last night, that there's literally... You can put a saddle on a pig in this game, right? And you can ride a pig. And there's an achievement in the game for riding a pig off of a cliff. So, like, are they not afraid that someone would try to ride a pig in real life off of a cliff? Right? Like, am I wrong? I just feel like it's a contradiction, because there's plenty of things in this game that are things that people could do in real life that wouldn't necessarily be a good thing to do, right? Taming wild animals, all kinds of things. You know? Shearing sheep. So, like, I don't know. I think the chances of someone going out and feeding fireflies to frogs are pretty fucking slim. In my opinion. I don't think that that's a thing that, like, kids are just gonna voluntarily go out and do. I could be wrong. Maybe they're gonna go out and do that, but I really don't think so. Haven't lost it, have I? Look at this. Owned. It's good that it's raining, actually, because that means we can travel around really fast. Only problem is I don't really have much that I can get rid of here. There's trash. That's trash. I will... Actually, you know what? I will take the crossbow. Ow. Hello there. I can't tell when things are enchanted. It's a problem. It's a serious problem. They need to update this texture pack. But yeah, I don't know. Shit like that frustrates me when they do it. I don't really care that much, but you know, it's annoying because they do these big conventions with these big ass trailers and people sitting around on sofas talking about the updates to the game. And then by the time the update comes out, it looks nothing like they said it would. Because, you know. It's the same thing. There was also supposed to be an update to the Birch Forest that they're now saying that they're not going to do. And it's like, why? That's so dumb. Like, just do the freaking update. Like, I don't understand that. Oh, that's a nice book. It's a nice book he dropped. Yeah, like it... So... The most frustrating part about it is, say, like, we had the last update, the Caves and Cliff update, was supposed to come out. It's supposed to have the Warden in it. It's supposed to have all this new terrain generation and all this stuff, right? But then they cut it into half, and they were like, okay, well, the Warden's gonna come out in Caves and Cliffs Part 2. The Warden never did come out in Caves and Cliffs Part 2. Instead... They released the terrain update, like the terrain generation, and then, and then they moved the Warden to this new update that they announced called the Wild Update, and they're like, okay, the Wild Update, cool. What else are they adding besides the Warden? So, They're like, okay, we're gonna update birch forest, we're gonna update the swamp, and we're gonna add all this other stuff, fireflies, frogs, frog lamps, you know, stuff like that. And the warden's finally gonna happen in ancient cities and stuff like that. And then they're like, no, well, you know what? We're not gonna actually do that. We're not gonna add that to the game now. We're just gonna add the warden. So my point is, it goes from like one update that's like a fair size to like they cut it down to like a medium-sized update, and then the update just doesn't come out at all. It's like, don't announce it if you're not gonna like actually do something with it. And if the whole frog thing and stuff like that you don't like because it's like something you're afraid someone's gonna do, you think you wouldn't have researched that before you announced it? I don't know. I feel like I'm being too critical of them, but... Well, I mean, it went from adding the warden in ancient cities, right? And what else? Like, the warden, ancient cities, I'm trying to think. There was something else. I'm trying to think what I can get rid of here, actually. A speed potion. I see. They were going to add the warden, ancient cities, frogs, update to swamps, the birch forest, fireflies, and the allay, right? So now it's basically, it's come down to now just being the warden, ancient cities, the allay, and frogs, and that's it. Like, it's like you had this update that had like probably like 6 things in it, and now it's only like 2 or 3. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like, instead of it being 6 things, now you're getting like half the amount of things that you would have normally gotten. And it's like, I don't know, just don't announce the stuff that you're planning on doing unless you're fully sure that you're gonna actually release it, because it's not so much me, it's a letdown, yeah, but like even for like say younger people, it's a real letdown because they were probably really excited for that stuff. Obviously. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That could have been bad. Oh Jesus. Who is shooting me right now? Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me right now? There's a trident guy right here. Why am I having the worst luck with this game lately? There was a time to drink this right now. Let's get this. Wish I had brought a gapple with me. I'm doing this to get a totem, and if I die, that defeats the entire fucking purpose of getting a totem, doesn't it? Gotta let myself heal a little bit here. I'm sorry, sir. I actually like these guys. I wish you could ride them. Oh my god, bro. What is with the trident guys? The trident guys are so dangerous. They do like 3 hearts of fucking damage. I still got that guy over there I need to get rid of too. The magician dude. But I don't want to do it until I have like at least a full thing of health. Yeah, I don't know. Come here, sir. So it should be just the guy riding the thing. And I don't even know what they're called. I always call them like magicians, but they're more like an enchanter, I guess. Sorcerer. They have a name, I don't remember what they're called. The other thing is I don't want him to spawn in the Vex, because Vex will fuck me up. Could that dude over there not do that, though? Could he not? Why do I have so many axes? Where is he to? I want to go after him first. I don't want to fight the other guy first. No, 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 no. You don't need to do any magic. It's okay. Leave. Go away from that thing. I can't take on all of it at once. Bright side is I could take off, but like I can't land properly because I don't have feather falling or anything, so it's kind of like an issue. It is an issue. I don't have any arrows left either. I'm gonna have to try to like get them into water so I don't have to deal with them, I guess. Because we gotta kill this guy real fast. Gotcha, bitch. Just in case, we're gonna equip that right away. Okay, we got a totem. Our first totem. I need to get away. I need to get on land to fight this guy. Come here, sir. Now what? It's only you now. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's what I thought. You gonna die. That was stressful. If I was ever stressed, that was it. Oh yeah, they added that. I forgot about that. Whenever you win a villager raid now, the villagers set off fireworks. I know it's weird. Thank you for the fireworks, sir. That's cute. I like that they added that. You got any arrows? You do. You do have arrows. Get rid of the saddle. Fuck saddles. Okay, let's go home now. That was a fun little expedition, as it were. I don't know which way home is. Pretty sure it's this way, yep. Okay. I like that I can fly like this. If you hit it at the right time. I don't like doing it over land though because I don't want to hit the ground too hard and die. Bruh. It's the closest thing we're gonna get to Elytra, huh? At the moment. There we go. Eating almost all my potatoes this entire time. Imagine eating a whole bag of fucking potatoes. That's basically what I've done. Bro. this home now. And again. Home sweet home. It wasn't too bad. Not as fast as Elytra, but just in time too. The rain stopped. It was like it rained just for us to get home. Interesting. Only thing is now is we gotta mine all this ore that we got because I use Silk Touch. Oh, that's a pain in the butt. We could just cook it because it's not like we're gonna get more from mining it. Because, although I don't know, let's do it anyways. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's so weird doing this. Okay. So I don't think you just get one every time, right? Sometimes you get two. We really need, like, an efficiency pickaxe. I feel like that would be beneficial. And a fortune pickaxe, too. I picked Silk Touch because it was just going to be more useful in general. You know? Like, if we get 64 out of that, then that means we can just cook the blocks, but I'm pretty sure you get more sometimes. I could be wrong. Yeah, you just get 64. Okay, so we can just cook the actual blocks. Because the reason I do that is to save room usually, but obviously it doesn't matter if it makes no difference, does it? Do need to mine. Do need to mine that though. I didn't get obsidian. I forgot to get obsidian. Well, I always forget when I'm out to get obsidian. Fuck. Back. Got our 2 diamonds that we found, which is kind of useless to us. We could either use it to repair, or we could make a new sword. I don't really know what I should do. We'll go put the other stuff away at least. I guess I can put amethyst and stuff in here. We should probably organize this stuff soon too, because we have a lot of stuff. It's probably a good idea. Like, that's a good, our sword has sharpness 3, that's sharpness 4. We got a good bow. I do need more arrows, but I don't have any flint. We also got more name tags. Maybe we can name tag our dog now. Because we have 3 more. What should we name them, though? Maybe it should be like a trio name, you know? Like something that makes sense. Like, maybe I'll name them after the Sonic characters. I think I will, actually. That's a good idea. So we'll have Sonic. They should add hedgehogs to the game. That would be cool. That'd be cute. Or hamsters or something. Tails. Knuckles. A knucklehead is like the recommended thing. That is funny. Okay. Bam. 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 Need to mine this lapis. I have a cool idea too of what we could do with them for their names. Sonic has a blue collar. We need yellow and red. Yellow. Technically it's orange, but yellow. And he's already got red. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. Oops. We just have to cook this gold, and that's it. I wanted more obsidian because I want to make another end chest so we can take an end chest with us where we go, like we usually do, you know? But unfortunately, I don't have enough. I only have 1. Maybe we'll just go to the spider farm and grind some XP for the rest of the stream. Or we could go fishing. Probably fishing. Fishing's more fun. Bam, bam, bam. We're doing pretty good on stuff. We're not obviously, you know, as much as like I'd like to be, but we're not doing bad. My fishing rod's in my end chest, right? It is. Put that there. Take that. And we'll just go fishing now while we're waiting for this stuff to cook. I would like to fish out a better fishing rod, honestly, but I'm surprised that we haven't. Usually it's like one of the first things I get, but no, I got a mending book. A tripwire hook, really. Decent book. Oh, man. Oh. I cleaned out one of the closets before stream. I was cleaning cause the closets here are getting so stuffed full of stuff, junk. I found a bunch of my computer parts and stuff, and my pinball machines, mini pinball machines. I have a couple of them. I say mini, one of them is like this big. They're all from like the 80s. They're really cool. I have so much junk that I really need to get rid of. I have a computer monitor I'm gonna sell, actually. I forgot I had it. I'm gonna sell it for like I'm gonna ask for $60 and I'll let it go for about 30 or 40. It's not the best computer monitor, but it is worth like a couple $100s on eBay. But I just want to get rid of it because it's big. It's one of the CRT ones, you know, like one of the big-ass old-school monitors. Which are fairly sought after because they're hard to find nowadays. But I have three. I have the one that's on my computer right there, and then I have one in this room over here. That's for my Sega Dreamcast when I play that. And this other one. The brand is Envision is what it's called, I think. It's not very good. Compared to my other ones. The one I use for my Dreamcast is a Philips. It's a really good one. And the one I use on my retro computer is an LG Studio Works. And it's a really nice one too. The Philips one is a flat screen, but Philips ones are the one that people always look for nowadays. It's really good for Dreamcast, because Dreamcast can go VGA, right? Like, you know, like the old computer cables with the blue computer cables. Dreamcast can output to that, which is one of the only game machines of its time that can do that. So you get really high quality images if you do it with a CRT monitor. It's really cool. Use a computer monitor, so that's what I do. Like, it's really hard to like explain. Like, if you played it on a regular TV through like the composite, you know, the composite cables, the yellow, red, and white. The image is so blurry, and when you put it out through the VGA, man, it's just this crisp, nice, bright colors. It's oh, oh, I love it. The amount of people that have never experienced video games the way they're meant to be experienced is like, you know, unbelievable. You think about it. I mean, I played Dreamcast for years through composite cables and stuff like that. And as soon as I got the VGA monitor and tried like that, like the difference is crazy. Like in person, if you look at it, like it's insane how good it looks through VGA. It is kind of a tragedy to a certain degree because it's like they don't see what that game machine is capable of, you know, to a certain degree. I mean, if you had something that was really cool and you're playing something on it, or like even movies or something, like you'd want your movies to look as good as possible, right? Like you're not gonna hook up a Blu-ray player and watch high definition movies on a CRT TV. You're gonna put it on an HD TV or a 4K TV because you want to see the details and all the brighter colors and more crisp edges and lines and stuff. You want it to look nicer. So why not put that same amount of care into when you're playing video games and trying to make what you're playing look as good as it possibly can look without modding? You can go on YouTube and actually look it up, honestly, probably. You can look up, like, cable comparisons. and it'll do like a side by side of the same image and show you the difference, and like it's nuts. It's actually nuts. I did not know that it could look that good until I eventually tried it. It's funny how CRT monitors are hard to find now. I guess a lot of people just kind of threw them away, right? They never kept them. Even CRT TVs. Every time you see one on Marketplace nowadays, or at least where I'm to, every time I see one on Marketplace, it's like, it's listed as a, like, CRT TV, great for retro gaming. Like, it's like they're being sold as retro gaming. You know what I mean? Like appliances instead of just as TVs. When, like, say, 10 years ago, people were putting their CRT TVs, like, out on their front lawn to be thrown out or just get destroyed in the rain. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Now people are paying hundreds of dollars for the shit. I mean, there was a time where thrift stores were overrun with them. There were so many of them in thrift stores, like old TVs and stuff, old tube TVs, that they took up so much room that thrift stores stopped accepting them. And now they accept them again because people actually want them. It's like, even like this TV here, this is a little TV that, like, you'd probably put in like a kitchen area or something back in the day, right? Like while you're cutting vegetables or preparing meals, you could watch TV on that, right? But it's a Sony one. It's a really, really nice one. It's really small. Like if I put my hand in front of it, it's like literally the size of my hand span, right? It's a really small TV. And I bought that for $5 at a yard sale, right? Like, it's one of my favorite TVs I have. I have a bunch of Sony Trinitron TVs, which are the best quality CRT TVs you can get. They're actually made different than other TVs. Like the way that they draw the image is done in such a way that the image is a lot more crisp and you get better color. They're like top of the line as far as those TVs go. My big 50-inch one I have over here is a Sony one too. I have 3. I have the one I use for my retro games. It's over here. It's I don't even know if it's 50. I think it's like 42-inch or something. It's a really big CRT TV. The biggest I've ever owned in my life. It's probably like the screen itself is probably like that big, right? And I have another one this one is a silver one, and it's flat screen, and I have another one that's black in the closet. I basically have the 2 ones like this for my retro games in case one dies and I can just replace it with the other one. It's like a backup TV, and then this one, I won't get rid of it for one thing because it's small, it takes up very little room. And because it looks nice on the stream too, it's become my like little streaming TV. And half the people that come in the stream that are younger than me come in and go, uh-oh. I just heard phantoms. Did I just hear phantoms? I did. Okay, we gotta go sleep. Yeah, so like, I don't want to get rid of it because this little tiny TV is cute. But half the people that come in my stream, I think you were here one day, someone came in and they were like, oh, like that computer you have in the background? And I'm like, it's not a computer, it's TV. It's even got a little headphone jack on the front of it, actually, right here. I don't know, it's the same thing with retro games. Like, I was talking about the Dreamcast on those CRT monitors, but like, with like, even with like a Sega Genesis, like, say, like, you probably play your Sega Genesis, I don't know if you play it on a CRT TV or if you play it on HD TV. If you're playing it on HD TV, it 100% looks like crap. You might not realize it, but it does look like shit compared, like, once you have it, like, on an old TV, it was designed for old TVs, right? So it's always going to look better like that. Unless you have, like, some kind of mod. But if you're just using regular cables, you know, the big TV is really heavy. It is really heavy, yeah. It was really hard to get here. I bought it off of somebody for like $20 when I bought it. I could barely fit it in my car, and I had to lift it into my trunk, and it was really hard to lift into my trunk. Like, I remember my back being sore for like 2 days after that. But I got it in here, and it fits, so that's cool. They're good to have. Even if you have the small one for retro games, like, it's cool, like, in my opinion. Just, like, be careful what ones you're buying, too, you know? Like, don't get really cheap ones, like Citizen. Citizen's trash. Sony is the best. Any Sony CRT TVs are the best ones. Philips is also pretty good. Usually they use a lot of the same parts, so, you know. The only better way to play retro games is through an RGB connector, which TVs don't have. The only thing that has them are what is it called? I always forget what they're called. They're monitors that are used for security monitors. Like if you went into like a security room at like a business and they were CRTs back in the day and they were color. Those are the ideal things you want to use for that. I own one, but mine doesn't work, and I can't find anybody where I live that will repair it, and I don't want to take it apart because if you know anything about CRT TVs, they're extremely dangerous to open up. Like, even if they're not on, like, you can literally die if you touch the wrong thing, so I won't bother doing it. I wish I knew somebody here that knew how to fix them. If I was on the mainland, it'd probably be a lot easier to get it fixed. I'm sure if you had the proper equipment and stuff, it wouldn't be so bad, but I still don't want to fuck around with it. I don't mind fixing certain things. I've gotten shocks from electronics. But nothing, I would never fuck around with an electronic that has, like, something that bad. Like, it's not worth it. A pair of boots. I see. But yeah, like I was saying, playing my Sega Genesis on that TV, it looks unbelievably better than playing it on a HD TV. I mean, like, if I was hooking my Sega Genesis physically up to my high-definition TV, it doesn't look good. Reason for stuff like that is because retro games are outputting in something that's called interlaced video, meaning CRT TVs draw lines vertically and horizontally. So there's like little tiny lines are making up an image right across the screen, and the lines are interlaced, right, because they're horizontal and vertical. So that's why when you have, like, say when you watch Sonic, me playing a HD, and I'd say to you, oh, well, those waterfalls would be transparent if you were playing it on a regular TV, because they're drawn in such a way in the game, they're just straight lines. So because there's lines on the TV going across like this, it makes it look see-through because you're not seeing certain parts of the lines, they're not being drawn. While HD TVs and 4K TVs, whatever, all the new stuff, only refresh horizontally like that, right? So they don't have the interlace. It's just up and down, up from bottom to top, bottom to top, bottom to top, and then other one is left to right and bottom to top. So obviously it draws pictures differently. So naturally, it would look better on the one that it was designed for. And the same thing with sound. I have everything set up to like a huge stereo, and it sounds so good. It's crazy, because like Sega Genesis wasn't, or any of the consoles really, but I'm just using Sega as a reference. Sounds really good when you put it through stereo, because the sound chip that it uses to make music and stuff is a Yamaha sound chip. So it's like the same one that was in keyboards back in the day, like when you used to play music on keyboards. Yeah, it outputs really good music when it's used correctly. So if you have it through a stereo, like, the bass is nuts. Like, it actually, like, it's so well done. You know, like something like Streets of Rage, where it's meant to sound like techno dance music type stuff, actually sounds really good on stereo. Like, you could probably just listen to it if you wanted to. Here I am ranting, rant. We're not getting very much good stuff, are we? So, you know, I try to... Like I said, all my game machines are set up in a certain way. I have them all connected to different things to get the best out of each one individually, as much as I can, because sometimes getting cables to do a really good video output on certain things are obviously hard to do. Obviously, the worst kind of video that you can get is like RF, right? Like, you know, like the cable you screw into the back of the TV. Or even worse than that, which is still RF. Do you remember back in the day when you'd have to hook something up to the TV and you had those little, like, metal forks and you had to, like, screw them into the back of the fucking TV? Like, you had to put them around the screw and then you had to tighten the screw so that it would stay clipped in. Bro. What did we deal with, man? That's how old I am. What were we dealing with? And now it's just HDMI cable. Like, it's so different. It's so much difference. There's RF signal, which is the cable one. There's composite, which is the yellow, the red, and the white. The red and the white is the sound, left and right audio, and the yellow is the video. And then there's what's it called? Component, which you may have seen on the back of TVs, which is like it has a green, a blue, a red, and then a red and a white for sound. And then there's HDMI after that. There's a bunch of other ones in between there too, but a lot of those, most things don't use. S-Video is also another good one that I use. It'd be so much easier to explain this to someone if they're actually in the room with me and I could show you, but like it's impossible for me to like talk about it. It just sounds like I'm making up words. Or making up like terms. It's like technobabble. It's like I have so much, you know? Because, like, I'm trying to think, like, basically anything that works with composite, which is the yellow, red, and white cable, I have them all into this little switcher box, and I can just press a button to switch between the consoles video, so I don't have to unhook something and hook something back in. Every time I want to play a game, I can just press a button. And then everything that works through S-Video cables, which is, like, the next one up, I also have in a switcher box of its own. And then all the stuff that's HD obviously is on my 4K TV. And my Dreamcast has its own monitor to itself because it uses VGA instead, which is like a computer thing. It's not really something consoles normally use. Yeah. It is so confusing to set all that stuff up, though. I need to take it all apart and redo it again soon, too, because it gets tangled. The cats keep going behind the TV and stuff, and I don't know. They're not playing with the cables or anything. It's just when they jump over it and stuff, it gets tangled or whatever. Or something falls down and gets tangled around something else, and it's like, oh. The worst part about having retro game stuff is the cords, man. The cables are everywhere. Cable management is near impossible. Because it's not like I have three consoles set up at once, right? I have one. I'm just trying to think now in terms of cables and wires going around. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's 21 video game consoles set up at the exact same time. And none of them require me to like unplug something. It's just I just press the power button and press the video of whatever one it's on. And they're all hooked up at the same time. So you can imagine excuse me, sir? Excuse me. I'm in the middle of something here. Rude. But yeah, so you can imagine it's a lot of cables, because it's not only is that video cables going around, but then you got a power cable for every single one too, right? So and it's all on like surge protected power bars and stuff like that, because I don't screw around with stuff like that. I don't like having things be too unsafe or things getting fried because there's a lightning storm or something. Oh, a good example of composite, or of a component, which is the next one after, is this here. That's component, because you have your green color and your blue colors mixed together, and then your red colors, and then the other two, the other red and white, is just for sound. It's not a very common one either. Oh, of course it's important. I don't, not only for the fact of, like, I don't want to cause a fire, obviously, but, like, also for the fact that, like, I don't want to lose any of my consoles either, because some of them cost a lot of money, you know? Like, my Neo Geo CD is, like, one of my prized possessions, my Jaguar. I take very good care of everything I own. It's funny, too, because, like, even when I buy things secondhand on Marketplace, like, games from certain people, like that guy I was telling you about the boxed Genesis from, you can probably see it there. Dude don't mind selling to me over someone else sometimes because he knows that I literally take care of it. Like, it's not just... I mean, I play the games and stuff, but, like... It's also like a library. It's almost like a museum for me. I like keeping things in good condition. I like when people come over and they look at it and they're like, oh, that's so cool. I haven't seen that in years. You know, like, people get nostalgic about stuff. It's kind of like a rental store the way it looks sometimes. Man, I'm getting a lot of fish. I got one shitty fishing rod. Let's try this fishing rod instead. Same thing, it's not enchanted or anything, but... Oh, I'm just going on, man. I'm gonna run out of breath. I'd say the consoles that I play the least are my Nintendo one. Are my GameCube and my Nintendo 64 are the ones I play the least. Which is probably blasphemy to some people that might watch this stream, because a lot of them are probably of that age group that was like their first console. Might even be something newer than that nowadays. But yeah, I don't know. I have like a limited edition GameCube, and I always think about selling it. I know I've said it a million times on here, but like, I don't use it. And I'm one of those people that are like, oh, well, if I sell it, then that's when I'm going to want to play it, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know, like, it's a stupid way to think. I feel like I would feel good if I got rid of it, because it would free up a lot of space in the room that either would become empty space or space for me to collect something I actually want or will play, you know what I mean? That's more room for, say, Sega games that I actually play on a regular basis, you know? The problem is that there's probably like one or two games for that console that I really, really like, and I don't want to get rid of it for that specific reason. You know what I mean? Like, with GameCube, the reason would be Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. It's a remake of the first Metal Gear Solid game, and it only came out for GameCube, and it never ever got re-released since. As well as, like, Resident Evil remake is on it. That got re-released, but, you know, there's games like that I don't really want to... I'd like to be able to play them if I felt like playing Metal Gear Solid, you know? But that don't happen very often anymore. I don't really have the time to sit down and play a really long game like that unless I'm streaming. N64 is kind of the same thing. It's like there's better ways to play Zelda Ocarina of Time, like on 3DS or something like that. So like GoldenEye and like Conker's Bad Fur Day are probably the two ones that I really wouldn't want to get rid of it for those reasons. I mean, obviously Conker, because, I mean, come on. The name of the channel is named after that character because it's one of my favorite video game characters. And, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't play Super Nintendo at all because my Super Nintendo don't work. I'm gonna put some of this stuff away. That bridge looks really good over there. Like, it actually looks good. Looks pretty, yeah. I can't see the lanterns on these ones, though, because it doesn't render in at that distance. That's funny, weird. Look at a creeper. So never mind. Now let's go bring the stuff back now. We gotta end in a minute. There's the thing with like music stuff too. Like I have a lot of different music format stuff I probably don't need. It's just like I'll see a video on YouTube or something for something and I'll get really interested in what it is, right? Like I'll see a video for say like I don't know, 8-track or something like that, and I'll be like, "Oh man, I'm going to go and get an 8-track player because I'd like to try that." You know, like and that's the way my brain works. It's like it's very very easily influenced by things I watch. Usually if I decide to buy something on an impulse like that, it's because I watched a video about it, you know? Think about all the things you keep inside. Think about all the ones you love. Okay. Oh. Tripwires in here, this in here. Should probably just move this to this one instead, hey? Let that cook. Oh, I can't believe we gotta show up Friday. That's nuts. It's exciting though. Playing with another grunge band. There's not very many grunge bands around here. It's nice playing with our kind. I joke. Educational stream. There you go. On that note, actually, about the educational thing, it's funny. Like that, I was showing you that like typing keyboard thing. Like that's one of those things too that I've probably seen like a video review of and been like, oh man, that's cool. I want to like see. It's just like it's so unnecessary. Like I don't need that, but it's just the way my brain works. Okay. You know the drill. We have a totem now. That's exciting. That's new exciting. Yeah. So thank you for watching. I much appreciate. And I will see you very soon. As in tomorrow soon. And tomorrow is what? Monday? So we're back to this again tomorrow. And I'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you're watching the VOD and you're not followed, please follow. Any support is appreciated. Appreciation is the #1 word here. Thank you. Bye-bye!